Hello, friends. How's it going? It's so beautiful here. Kind of want to show you guys. I want to show you guys the sea. Let's go. Isn't that beautiful? Wait. That's the sea. And there's still fireworks that are going on from Chinese New Year. Happy Chinese New Year. Happy Lunar New Year to everybody that is celebrating. Do you guys want to take a guess where I am? I am going to take a guess. If anybody guesses it correct, I will be shook to my core. Very shook. Any guesses? I'll give you a hint, okay? It's kind of like, yeah, I'll give you a hint. That, I should want to check. I believe that's the South China Sea. I mean, I guess that's not really helpful. It's all the South China Sea. It's in the south of China, a very, very south of China. And it's not Hong Kong or Macau, but it's also in the south. Very popular vacation spot in China. The second most popular vacation spot in China. This is gonna be really hard. Oh my god. I don't know if anybody can guess this. I would just be like shook. No, not Korea. It's in China. Okay, if you can guess the province, how about that? You don't need to guess the actual city, but see if you can guess the province. It's not Guangdong, which is where it's close to whatchamacallit. Yeah, that's where it's close to Hong Kong, Macau, so it's not Guangdong. Where do you think it is? No, not Guangdong. Hainan is a really really good guess. I used to go to Hainan, but it got so expensive because everybody started going to Hainan. Everything is like really expensive now, so that's a really good guess. It's close. Shenzhen is in Guangdong. Nanjing, no, it's in the south. South. Hi everyone, missed you guys as well. Hey Ken, my foot is good, thank you. Hey Ivers, hey Paul, Behind Mark, hey Kermit. Hello everyone. Chengdu, Taijing. I'm too quiet. Okay. Let me put the mic up. Xian. Okay. I will give you one more big hint. Okay, one more big hint. Guangdong. What's the other place that also has Guang in its name? So, yes. So Guangdong is east, right? What's the other one? What's the other direction that is the opposite of east? Oh, that's a close one. Deku, very close. Haiko. Okay, that one is close. Really close as well. Fuzhou. Okay. One more minute. Is this a try? Yes, Alex, got it. Guangxi. Okay, like I said, that was very hard. So I did not expect anybody to figure that one out. Eugene Chan. Yes, Eugene, you're the first one. Okay, yes. Eugene and Andrew, Guangxi. So the city is called Beihai. So I'll write it down for you. It's here. So it's right near It's right near the ocean. It's so beautiful. You can see the entire ocean skyline. Yeah. So I would highly recommend if you're ever in China to go to Beihai and see what's there. Guangxi. Yeah. All right. Well, that was history lesson of China. I was actually in Yunnan a few days ago. I was in Yunnan, which is also like it's not that far. It's actually pretty close by as well. So it's like this place in the mountains. It's very, very beautiful. So it's bordering like Sichuan, and it's also bordering Tibet. So there's a lot of minorities that live there. There's like 56 different minorities in China, and a large proportion of them are in that region. Been there? Nice. Beihai. Yeah. Exactly. Yunnan. Yep. Okay, so anyways, today's live stream is going to be about things that you should learn in 2024. Also, by the way, for anybody that has not kept up with their with their New Year resolutions, seeing as it's Chinese or Lunar New Year, you get a second chance. So don't fuck up this one. It's a new year. It's another new year. Yeah, so today I want to talk about things that you should learn, because I think my ramble over here today is the future is like changing very, very quickly. I'm sure all of you guys here, I'm sure all of you guys are very aware of that. There is a lot of changes, the economy, there's a lot of changes in terms of like big restructurings in the business world and corporate world. I think people are starting to realize as well that there's a lot of different types of lifestyles that you can have, like not necessarily anything bad with traditional lifestyles. We're working a corporate job, but the internet and now AI has really started getting a lot of people to realize that they can have so many options to where they want to be. And at the same time, because all of this is happening as well, like truthfully, there's also things that we need to protect for in the future, right? We've seen a lot of layoffs that have been happening since last year, and unfortunately it's still happening this year, like huge waves of layoffs that are happening, which by the way is unfortunate, but that's also why a lot of tech stocks are so high right now after they laid off so many people, because that they've been hiring over the years. So I don't really foresee that ending anytime soon, and this has been exacerbated a lot because of AI, because how much more productive people are now with AI. So there's less need to hire other people to come in and do these jobs, because one person now who uses AI properly is able to do the jobs of 3 people, of 5 people. So what's the point, right? So that's, in my opinion, what is really happening right now. So I think that there's 2 big priorities, really one leading to the other. The first big priority is you got to secure your own future first, right? There's like so many cool opportunities out there, and we're going to talk about all of that. But the first step is that you need to secure your current future. You do not want to be in the position, which really sorry if you have been, a lot of people have, like when you get laid off and you're like, oh shit, what am I going to do, right? Like, oh shit, I'm going to try to find another job, but the job market is awful right now. So we really want to secure ourselves for whatever is going to happen in the future, which is this year is going to be a crazy year. Like, I think it's like anybody saying that they can predict what's going to happen this year. Yeah. I would be highly skeptical unless they have really, really good credentials. So I would say that's what you need to establish first. Get your shit together first, and then we can start exploring all of the opportunities that are here and taking advantage of those opportunities and creating something out of them. I want to see what your thoughts are about this. And everybody comment in the live stream, like, how would you rate yourself in terms of security right now? Hypothetically, like, fingers crossed this doesn't happen. Hypothetically, if you lost your main source of income right now, how fucked would you be? From, let's say, like, 1 is like super, like, I guess, like, how how okay would you be if you're like gonna be completely fucked? That's like 1 out of 10, right? 10 is like don't matter, like maybe you don't even have a biggest source of income, where it's done in such a way that it just can't do that. So from a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being super duper fucked, 10 being all good. If you lost your main source of income, where would you be right now? I would say for me, I think I would be around a 7. Like it's still like 6 or 7. That's how I would say. I think it would still hurt. Definitely still hurt. It's my major source of income is YouTube. Specifically, yeah, like YouTube brand deals is my bread and butter, and there has been significant shifts. Like I'm making a lot less money now than I did in the past year. So I definitely get nervous when I think about that. My views fluctuate, so that greatly affects when brands like do things with me. So I've seen a lot of like tightening budgets. But I do also have a pretty good safety net, and I do also have other streams of income. So it would hurt, but I wouldn't be fucked. What about you guys? Oh, hey, Ibrahim. Hello. Ah, Sevi, my friend. Let's see. What are people thinking? Been there. How do you manage time? Time management. I can go on for ages about that. Greetings, humans. We having a tourism lesson, I see. Were you in Hong Kong a few weeks ago? I was in Hong Kong. So all of this region is very close to each other in the south. I don't think people realize how big China is and how many like things there are in China. Like one region of China is like completely different from another region of China. Culturally speaking, it's I really recommend if you can just coming here and just checking out. Like if you're gonna check something out, definitely go to Beijing, which is the capital. Go north, and they go to like the big plains, and then definitely go south as well. You'll see it's like holy shit, completely different. Happy Chinese New Year! Happy Chinese New Year! Let's see. What do I think on Sam's $7 trillion proposal? As I think we're gonna go TLDR. We're gonna be going for a wild ride. That's what I think. That's why we got, for us common folk that don't really have that much say into any of this, we're just going for a wild ride. Whatever happens in this year, I'm not even gonna try to predict what happens in this year. I just know that I gotta make sure my shit is together, and I'm gonna try to take advantage as much as I can of all of these AI things that are happening. I am dead in a sense, dead and unemployed. So 1 out of 10? 10? Nice. It'd be good. Can you guys, for those that have high numbers like 8 to 10, do you want to share a little bit about what your situation is, whatever you feel comfortable sharing? Like, why do you think you would be fine? I'm looking for a job right now from attorney. Break market is so bad right now. Oh my God. I feel you. It's just the market is absolutely awful. And I think it is awful worldwide. So in that situation, only thing making it worse is time. The 1 out of 10, what would it be? Malibu House 6. Okay, so similar to me, 6, 7. I don't have any income. What do I do? Well, I guess if you already don't have any income, then this is a great time to start making income. You know, there's always like two sides of a coin, right? If you literally don't have anything right now, you're like a fresh grad, that also means you have so much more opportunity, but you still got to make sure everything's okay, right? And not gonna lie, job market is hard. I don't have any, so 0 out of 10. Shit. Behind the mark, 5. Okay. Around 6. Ivers 1. 1. Okay, we need to talk about this, my friends. My situation is ranging from a little bit fucked to super fucked. Getting a job at this market seems to be diminishing. And if you're an international student, even more. Please take care. Try to follow your career radars, try to see what I would want to do in the future, but I still can't think what I want to do. I think that I just need help finding out what I like. That's some of the things we're going to be talking about today. So hopefully that's helpful. China's at least the size of Luxembourg. I guess that's theoretically true. This is my final year of uni studying VFX, and thankfully I don't have any student debts. I'm pretty hopeful of what's to come, especially with Q4 2024 and Q2 of 2025. Why those specifically? Looks like it's a morning. Enjoy your day. Thank you. My husband and I have cybersecurity jobs. If I lose my job, we'll be okay. Okay. Nightjade, thanks for sharing. Okay, so it seems like we actually have a good range of people being completely fine and people being very, very fucked. So those of you who are being very, very fucked. So first, this whole part is going to be something to pay attention to, okay? Whatever we talk about later, you can get excited about it, but do not be thinking about that right now. Get your shit together first. So finances, okay? Or I guess I'll call it like getting your shit together. There's just been like, I'm not going to go reiterate all the shit and interesting things that have happened in the past year. We're going to be going for a wild ride. So I hope all of us can agree. If you disagree, let me know in the comments or like the chat if you disagree with that. So let's see. I actually do have this written down, but now I don't know where it is now. Okay. Yes. Okay, I do have this written down. So first thing, personal finances wise, if you can, please go secure yourself at least 3 to 6 months of a security of just the security fund, safety fund, whatever you want to call it. It's basically, if you lose your major source of income right now or just something bad happens, you will be fine at the very minimum. Some of us, if like some people are lucky if they have parents or other people that will make sure that you don't like die and be on the streets. For those of us who are grown or like don't have that safety net from other people, make sure you have that for yourself. Okay, 3 to 6 months. I used to have a 3-month safety fund. I increased it to 6 months right now because like if I lose my major source of income right now, I do have other stuff like Lonely Octopus, for example, where I'm teaching people AI skills and like doing these things, and I also have consulting. But like you literally don't know what's going to be happening. Like maybe they're going to have AI influencers or like AI content creators that completely put me out of job, which would be very unfortunate, but you never know, right? 6 months. I think 6 months would be enough for me to ramp up my consulting, focus, like go heavy on like teaching people AI skills because I know that's in demand. And 6 months, if I really, really need to get a job, I also think I probably could get something within 6 months. Put in the comments who has a 3 to 6 month safety fund. Do you or do you not have a 3 to 6 month safety fund? So for those of you who do not, focus on that first. All right. There's a lot of different rules moving forward. Like for whatever income that you do have, there's a lot of different rules that people have. You have like the 70 20 10, where like whatever 30 30 40. It really just refers to, for the least kind of the least aggressive version would be 70% of what you need, 20% for what you want, and 10% for your goals. So 70% for your goals or your savings, anything like that. 20%, 70 20 10. So 70% is like all the stuff that you need, especially if you live in a really expensive place and rent is like half your income. 70% I think is a reasonable number. 20% for what you want. Okay, if you have debt, you don't get what you want. Okay, if you have debt, no, you do not get what you want. You go pay off your debt right now. Interest rates are so high right now. And again, I'm not a finance guru person, but me personally, a lot of the saving goals that I have right now, like I'm just putting it in the bank because interest rates are so high. Like I literally just put my money in the fucking bank right now, because it's safer. And like that's kind of what I'm doing. If you have any tech stock, I have some meta stock from before and I have a little bit of tech stock, but if you have tech stock and you can play around with that, it's at an all-time high, which I don't know if it's like a good time to invest. I'm not going to give you suggestions for that. So, but if you do have tech stock, that's amazing for what's happening. Me personally, I have my tech stock. It's going up. So I'm really happy about that, but I'm just going to sit on it. I'm going to diamond hands on it for a significant amount of time. I'm very happy that I don't have any debt. Like I'm very, very lucky that I don't have debt right now, but I'm saving a lot. And like D10 in this case would be stuff that you should be saving. So again, if you have debt, you don't get any luxuries. Okay, 20%, 10%, added 30%. Everything outside what you need, you go towards your debt right now. So yeah, there's like 30, 30, 40, where like 30% of your income goes towards housing, 30% towards like other living costs, like food and transportation, whatever. And then you actually you're saving like 40% into like savings or into paying off your stuff. So does that make sense? Like you can do your ratio, what you like. But you should definitely not be not saving right now. And if you're in the US, your 401ks, your Roths, okay. If you haven't figured out your retirement funds where like these different things, go get that shit. Go get your shit together about that, okay? Whatever options there are, if you're not using them, that is very bad. So go figure that out. Okay. Let's see what the numbers are. Does everybody have a security fund? Let's see over here. Around an 8, so you're good. .dr. Spider, I'm going to say a transition as we speak. I am very screwed. So this was talking about how fucked would you be if you lost your major source of income. 1 being extra fucked, 10 being okay, like you'll be fine. 5, bullet plan on getting a new main source of income very soon. In 9 days. Congratulations on your job. 3-ish. Okay, so a little bit fucked. I eat a lot of instant oatmeal waiting for my character to go back up. I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you in like tears. 5-ish. Okay, I would be 9, but the 1 kill me because I can't think. What? What do you mean? You'll be a 9, so you're fine. But why is it a 1? We regret to inform me email, so feeling worse about the future. My friend. Let's talk about that later. 10, but I'm old and got to this position over a long time. 10 isn't great, at least for me. Too much comfort isn't good for me. Okay, and that's fine, right? 10, okay, 10 is good. 10 means that you're secure, right? 10 is very, very good. Like then you start building on top of your 10 and hope that your 10 doesn't get fucked. Screwed. I want to go to Chengdu. Definitely, I recommend that. Happy Chinese New Year. Oh, sorry, I'm like so bad at reading. I literally was reading other people's stuff from like way back. Ignore me. Whoops. 3 to 6 months of monthly saving from crypto CS guy. Okay, so we're fine. Let's see. What skills can be implemented with data analysts? What AI skills? Okay, we'll talk about AI very shortly, I promise. But first, the maybe not so cool stuff, getting your shit together. There are already AI channels. I know there are. For emergency fund, at least 3 to 6 months is a lifesaver. My friend, yes. I have 6 months worth of savings and cutting unnecessary expenses from Deha. Very proud of you. The general rule is 6 to 9 months if an employee, 9 to 12-year contractor / freelancer. Okay. Well, I guess like I'm playing it pretty risky then because I got 6 months. That's going for me. No, I do not, Kermit. Okay. I have 6 months safety net. Good. Be frugal if AF and don't buy anything. Yeah, don't be go buying anything right now. I kind of have a 2-month safety net, but only in terms of rent. What are you gonna do, Sabi? No. What are you gonna do? Just like go beg food on the streets? You gotta get your shit together, my friend. I have many tech stonks. I made over 100% in Nvidia. Okay. Jealous. Would you rather fight a giant rabbit or a giant penguin? I don't know what kind of question is this. I've been frugal since last year. I can't stop thinking about this. It's getting so fucking expensive, especially for uni students. Any advice for fresh grads? Ooh, it's a hard job market. Honestly, it's a fucking hard job market. And I feel like anybody that's graduating right now, you're entering one of like the fucking shittiest states that has ever been. So like there's so many people that are just like not know what to do, right? There's a few options if you can't, like obviously go find a job if you can, but if you can't, start building up different streams of income is all I can say right now. Because with fucked economies, it's a gig economy right now, right? So we'll talk about a little bit about that. Also have no debt. Okay, that's really good. I mean, I can survive for 2 months after graduation. You'll actually be surprised how easy it is to find food. Please enlighten me. What is your advice for a fresher who's looking for jobs? Go learn AI skills. We'll talk about that in a bit. I promise. Go learn AI skills. Okay, so let's talk about the next thing. All right. Another way of securing yourself, if you do have a main source of income, amazing. Like, please like that's just wonderful. So you can move on to this step. If you don't have any major source of income, I still highly recommend you go apply for a job right now. It's go learn AI skills, because if you go look at the job postings, it's more and more and more like AI skills, right? It's either required or it's becoming something like very, very nice to have. So in order to stand out for your competition right now, go do AI skills in your niche, whatever that may be. Like, be able to build a website way better than everybody else because you know how to use AI. Be way more productive than everybody else. If you're coding, right? Say that you're able to build AI products. Literally everybody wants people to build AI products for them right now. If you're a teacher in education, you can show up and say, like, I can help you revamp your educational system because I know how to use AI, right? So whatever your field may be, go figure out what it is that's relevant to you and go figure out how to use it. Come here, move abroad. Where are you right now? Gotta find out your grace period, huh? Why so many tech companies laying off people, but I still see companies advertising for jobs on LinkedIn? That's the thing about tech companies, right? Like, honestly, like, the truth of it, the very painful truth. So there are obviously tech companies that are hiring, like, in general. But tech companies are laying off people, and if they're hiring people in, they're expecting people who are a lot more skilled. They're trying to get a lot of AI researchers. Like, you can make people are like throwing money into AI right now. So if you're an AI researcher, like, if you have a PhD, this is your market. Even though it's like, this is your market. People are so much in demand for AI researchers. If you don't have a PhD in AI or machine learning or something like that, to make yourself competitive, also the AI stuff, that's why companies are laying off people that they overhired, and they're getting people who are more specialized, more skilled at doing what they're going to be doing. You know, like, it's the thing when you work in tech, they make you feel like your family, right? It's like, oh, like, all these events, all these things that are happening, like, everything is so great, and they expect you to treat your company like family. And it's like ruthless, because you can fall into that trap of treating your, like, just sacrificing so much for your company. I've seen people do this, like, really, really smart people. But if you haven't noticed, the way they lay you off, it's so cold. Like, you don't give a shit. Now you're not family anymore. Like, they just lay you off. And the thing is, it's not like you just get laid off. Like, they tell you nicely and then you go do your things. The way they lay you off is that they first ban all of your access. That's the first thing that you notice, because they banned all of your access, because they don't want you, like, being triggered and then, you know, fucking with their system or something like that. And then you're just gone. Like, don't trust any company to actually have your back. They don't. Maybe that was the case like 20, 30, I don't know, like 50 years ago or 20 years ago, where people would spend their entire lives at a company and then they're like, they'll be good and they take care of them. That's not the case at all right now. Like, it really isn't. Don't trust any of those people. Just fucking recruiters. Anyways, sorry, that was my ramble. Movies can teach how to, which movies? I will never work for someone else again. I love working for myself and my own goals. That's also one of those things. I'll be honest with you, most people I ever talk to who stop working a corporate job, like, or at least like working for other people, really just a corporate job. Like, you can work with other people and for other people, but maybe as a freelancer, or maybe it's like a cause that you really believe in. I don't think I've ever talked to anyone who has regretted leaving corporate world. Either they're laid off or something and then working for themselves or working for a small team of people. I've just never heard of anybody actually regretting that. Like, most people be like, I fucking never will work a corporate job again. Okay, so diversify your income. How to diversify your income streams? I'll tell you about how I do it. So I got YouTube ads, I got brands. I also have consulting. I do like talks and things like that. And Lonely Octopus, which is like teaching people the AI skills and working, you know, all those things, working on projects, real companies. It's just like connecting people to learn AI stuff and then working on projects. Anyways, not an ad right now. So if you want to check it out, it's in the description. I'm not going to go into too much about that. But yeah, that's also a source of income that I've started getting. And especially with the next cohort that's coming, like, I consider that, hopefully speaking, people are interested, a source of income. So what I'm doing right now is I'm like still very dependent on YouTube ads and brand deals. So I've been ramping up a lot in consulting. I haven't really done that many talks in the past, but I'm starting to take on these talks at different places. Um, I think what has been really surprising to me, like since I am in the AI niche right now and also in education, I've had a lot of schools reach out to me wanting to upskill. It's like, what do we do with the fact that everybody's using AI, right? Like, how do we teach students to use AI? Because you can't stop students from using AI, but doing it in an ethical way, doing it in a way that's not just ChatGPT, tell me how to write an essay in history of what? Global history of colonization in Africa, like whatever, something like that, right? So I was really pleasantly surprised by how many people are just interested. If you just know any AI skills and you put it on the internet and people know that you know AI skills, you just have such a big advantage on everything else. So I've been ramping up a lot in the consulting and talks because, yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen. So a couple books that I recommend you read if you have no idea how any of this works, savings, whatever, and you're just like very, very new to it, or very, very new to personal finances. There's a book called first book. Okay, I would recommend reading this as the first book. It's called The Richest Man in Babylon. Really old book, and you can get it for free. It just teaches you the basics about why you need to save and how all of this works. Really short read, but I recommend reading that book. It's very enjoyable read as well, unlike other money books. And then the other books I would recommend is Your Money or Your Life, like get your shit together kind of book. I would say like start off with those two books. There's a lot more books and like resources out there in terms of how to invest and things like that. If you go on YouTube, there's like so many people who are talking about these topics. Just make sure they're not trying to scam you. If they're trying just to get you into groups about investment, that is a scam. But there's also really good YouTubers out there and like finance people that tell you how to actually save money, what it is that you should be doing right now. Also, especially go look into what does it make sense to be doing right now, right? It's a gig economy, so you should be diversifying your income streams and things like that. But understand how interest rates work. If you're gonna go understand anything, go understand how interest rates work. Like, what should you be doing if you are having some money right now? What should you be doing? Should you be investing some of that? Should you be saving some of that? How do interest rates work? Should you be investing in different markets? Like, or should you go buy a house? All these different things. Like, go figure out what it is. Sorry. Generally speaking, you should be doing with all of this. Yeah. So nothing crazy here. Just like get your bases sorted. It's nothing crazy that I'm talking about here. Okay, so before I move on to after you get your shit together, learning how to do AI stuff and things like that. Any thoughts? How's KFC coffee from China? It's it's good. Okay, it's not coffee. It's oh my god, I don't know how to say in English. Anybody in China knows Chinese? How do you say doujiang in English? Is it like soybean milk? KFC is very interesting because I think KFC adapts to the region that you're in. For some reason, there's soybean milk in the KFC in China, and there's chicken, like fried chicken and rice. But yes, I'm drinking the soybean milk. Buy Bitcoin, forgot about it for 10 years. Anybody, don't take that advice. Terrible advice. Why are you saying that? Am I a programmer? Yes, I am a programmer. Oh, for anybody that has who follows any finance channels, please drop it in. The yeah, please do drop it in the chat. I think it'll be really helpful for other people. Who are your favorite finance people that have actually been useful and not trying to scam you? Like the stream if you're inspired to get your shit together. Yes, please. Like the stream. If you would like to get your shit together. I read Richest Man in Babylon 20 times. It's so good. It is. It's so simple. Like the concept is like so simple, but it does a really good job on teaching you how to do that. So Richest Man in Babylon, highly recommend. You could have a job, do a couple of little internet side gigs, and also invest. That's a solid way to diversify. I absolutely agree. I think it's the easiest way to diversify, and it's a very solid way to diversify. I just want to work long enough to eventually have a business. There you go. Yeah, truthfully speaking, I think for most people, if you are just graduating or things like that, I still think you should be trying your best to land a job at this point. You could start a business, but it's risky. So unless you have a safety net, I think you should really just still be focusing on upskilling and just getting yourself a job, whatever that may be. So at least like you have income coming in and you can not be super stressed if your business is not working out from the beginning. Fake milk, no. Why no real milk? Please don't tell me you're going vegan. It's been like culturally speaking, milk is this kind of soybean milk is very common in China. Yeah. Maybe I should go get some people food though. Plain bagel is certainly popular. What types of investments do you have, Tina? So for me, like a lot of money that I have saved right now is just going to bank because of interest rates. Like I locked it in the bank right now. Honestly, I think my interest rate that I locked in was like 6.3%, which is like traditionally higher. I think it's around the same or traditionally even a little bit higher than what you would do just investing in S&P. I don't call that investment, but savings accounts. Literally forgot the term is. I don't know if they have that. What is it? GIC? Is it that? I just want to make sure I'm not saying random shit. Keep forgetting the name. I believe GICs, and then I have no, not GIC. What is that called? Somebody help me out. It's the Canadian. It's the Canadian thing. Like you can invest in like a lot of different stuff, and it's a guaranteed investment. Like I managed to secure something at 6.3. That's like crazy. So I was like, yeah, fuck. Like I locked it in for 2 years. It's just like this is like the best interest rate I could possibly get. Yeah, so that's one. I have tech stock, but I don't know about buying tech stock. It's at a high right now. Maybe if you're very bullish on the new tech things and AI stuff, you could, but I don't. Yeah, for me, I have tech stock from before, so I'm pretty happy just doing that. What I fucking missed out on was Nvidia. I'd have a little bit, but I did not invest in Nvidia when I should have. Unfortunate. One of my major goals is to go buy a home right now. Like not right now. But I do really want to buy a home at some point. So that's an investment that I wish I had. I have money in S&P right now, so a lot of like diversified stuff. I also have money in bonds, like specifically like government bond stuff. Like nothing fancy going on here, like US Treasury stuff. I do have those as well. I'm honestly speaking like pretty conservative of investment person. Like I like to get my shit together, and then I do some other like investing in things that I'm speculative about. I do not have any Bitcoin. Just FYI. Do not have any Bitcoin. I wish I bought Nvidia, right? Fuck. 6.3 barely keeps up with real inflation. I mean, I would like, what do you guys think? 6.3. Would you invest in that? The thing is, like, I don't, if you have any suggestions for what I can be doing to be as safe as that, I think 6.3 is really good. Because it's like really, really high and it's guaranteed, right? Not like whatever could be happening, fluctuating in the market. Locked in at 6.3. I mean, personally, I can't think of anything better or safer. Tax-free savings account, yes. Yes. So I already maxed out all of those for me. I do the Canadian ones. I do have a 401k, things like that, because I worked in the States, but now everything I do is the Canadian version of things. Right? So, okay, yeah, I think 6.3 is like, I don't know what. I thought traditionally S&P averages around 6%, is my understanding annually. I mean, not discouraging anybody from investing in S&P. It's always a diversified investment. But yeah, I'm happy with my 6.3. That's all I'm gonna say. Not financial advice, right? I don't know. I think it's pretty good. But do your own research. Okay. So next up, let's talk about what you should be doing. So assuming you have your shit together and you got all of that. So for anybody that hasn't at least spent like 3 months or like a month, 3 months figuring that shit out. Next, how to keep up, right? So now we got our shit together. How do you keep up with what's happening in the future? Go learn AI. Like seriously, I'm not gonna go argue with anyone about like, oh, AI is not gonna be here. AI, like some people are like, oh my god, like AI is fake, whatever. I'm not gonna go argue with you about that. Come on. At least go like you don't need to go learn how to code. And go be like an AI or ML engineer or something like that. If I made a video pretty recently about really good jobs that are in specific traditional niches like pharmaceuticals, education, and things like that. Those like fields are having like I guess field take advantage of that opportunity. There's so much. Yeah. If you're in manufacturing assembly, a lot that's happening because AI is also driving up robotics significantly. Any of the sciences, you should be really going hard on this one. If you don't believe me, go look at the job postings. Just start searching it up. You'll see there's increasing amount of demand. Like people are trying to hire people who know how to use AI. I think it was like a year and a half ago. I like talked about how people were hiring for prompt engineers. Everybody was like, "This is stupid. What the hell could you be prompt engineer?" Sorry, I'm a little bit salty because people were like coming after me. I'm like, I told you so. I told you so. Okay, so before I move on to the next part, like anybody disagree with me about learning AI, please just come at me. I'm ready. I'm having my soybean milk. I have my fucking soy milk. I'm ready to argue on this one. My stream is not sponsored by KFC. Oh, actually, speaking of which, all right, guys, bear with me. We do have a sponsor for this live stream. You know, please support me. If you want, I guess you don't have to. I do have a sponsor for live stream. Come on, help me out a little bit to bring you all free content. This live stream is sponsored by Brilliant. So if you don't know what Brilliant is, all right, ad break. You can come back if you don't want to listen to this part, but I would really appreciate it if you do. Promise it won't take that long. Okay. Okay. So this video is sponsored, not video. What's this called? This live stream is sponsored by Brilliant. So if you are trying to learn AI skills, I think that this is something that you should be learning right now. If I can actually find my desktop, that would be great. Let me see. Where's my desktop? There's my firewall stuff, so just ignore that. Where did it go? Google Chrome. Okay, cool. So if you haven't already, definitely go. If you want to learn AI skills or just math and computer science specifically, you should definitely check out Brilliant. And they have a Valentine's Day special apparently. So that's nice. It's a platform for learning these skills, and it's very specialized for learning these skills as well. So it's very interactive. Like you can see that you can do a bunch of stuff that's happening over here. So it's not just like you sitting there and listening to lectures or something like that. It's a lot more interesting. Let me see. I don't want to make sure that you guys are not gonna go see my login. So give me 1 second. Okay. I hope you don't see my login. I probably should have opened this earlier, but sorry. Okay. Let me see. But yes, not sponsored by KFC. So there's this one course that you can actually get started for free if you don't know anything about how AI works. Let me switch my screen. Yeah, if you're gonna go start a course, like this is a great one. It's completely non-technical, so you don't need to know how to code to do this. It just gives you a brief idea of how generative AI and large language models work. So introduction to language models, predicting next words, calculating probability, things like that. I actually did do this course. It really is very good. So I'll kind of show you what it's like, how it is that they do this kind of, what it looks like. So let's do like calculating word probabilities. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, so it's kind of like this. It'll tell you like in n-gram model, predictions are based on the most likely next word. To figure out what the word is, we have to translate words into numbers or probabilities. And then it has these animations. Like let's use Mastering the Art of French Cooking as an example. N-gram algorithm first goes through the entire book and counts how many times each word is used. So that's how an n-gram model works. And then what might you expect to be the most common word in the book? It's going to be duh. So here at the top 100, it turns out duh is the most popular common words. So yeah, this is how it works. It's very interactive, as opposed to you just sitting there. So we could stop here, build an unigram model from this table of words. What word would a uni model predict the most often? So is it this? Yeah, it's correct. And then you can show explanation. Anyways, so this is how all the courses are. There's a lot of different courses that are available as well. So we can take a look at their course catalog. I just want to make sure that, okay. There's a lot of courses that are available. So foundational math, advanced math, computer science and programming. This is really good if you want to start learning about those things. Introduction to probability. These things, if you don't have a basis on that, probability, statistics. This is how I basically got my job at Meta, because I forgot how to do statistics. So yeah, a lot of really high quality courses. They definitely don't have the biggest catalog. They have 110 courses, but every single course is very, very, very high quality. All right. If you want to help me out, okay, I'm not saying if you like, you don't have to buy it. It's okay. I would very, very appreciate it if you help support me, because that would be great. You can go to brilliant.org/Tina Huang. So I'll link it in the channel. Brilliant.org/Tina Huang. Let me just link it in the channel for 20% off. So yeah, you do get a discount as well for the first 200 people in this live stream. Shit. I'm so sorry. I really should have prepped for this earlier. I think it's actually a different link. Give me 1 second. Organic ads. Oh dear. By the way, they've been my sponsor for over 2 years now, so genuinely do like their product a lot. Oh god, what's my password? Oh god. Oh no. I seem to have forgotten my password. Shit. What do I do? Forgot password. Okay, entertain each other for a little bit, please. Please entertain each other. Gotta go find my phone. Shit. Okay, never mind. I guess it is brilliant.org/Tina Huang. Okay. Yeah. So if you are interested in buying something, you get 20% off. And then I would also appreciate you greatly so I can keep supporting myself and getting my shit together. I'm gonna pin this. And thank you. Appreciate it. What are people saying? Bets on Tina's password. Let's go. Stop. What's the password? I don't know what the password is. If I knew the password, I would have typed it in, wouldn't I? Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching this part. Really appreciate it. And please go through my link if you're going to go buy something from Brilliant. I actually do really think they're great. Highly recommend. All right. Take me as your apprentice. What would I do? What would you do as my apprentice? I don't know. Okay, so let's go back to me talking about stuff. Okay, so assuming you have all your shit together and you've learned AI skills now and you got a job, hopefully, fingers crossed, you got a job and you're diversifying your income stream and things like that. Very good. This is when I think you start doing side hustles, like start the freelancing, start being an entrepreneur, especially in this economy right now. Sorry, the fireworks. Especially in this economy right now, this is a great opportunity to do this. When we're in an unstable economy, it also means that there are a lot of things that are available. Like if you start using the AI skills that you're learning, you'll find that there are a lot of opportunities for combining these AI skills and adding them in whatever industry that you're doing. Like for example, if you're a freelancer and you're just on Fiverr or Upwork or something like that, right? If you're able to make better stuff for people at a cheaper cost and you can do it faster than everybody else, then you're going to stand out as a freelancer. How would you do that? You would know how to use AI to do that, make you so much more productive. If somebody goes like, hey, I want you to make an ad for me, again, as a freelancer, and you're able to use AI, generate a bunch of different ads, figure out which one is the best, or just test them out and then get that. If you get them the best results, that's going to be your client for a very long time. So you need to stand out by incorporating those skills. One of my favorite books ever is called Millionaire Fastlane. If you're not convinced that you should become an entrepreneur and do side gigs and then eventually go into business and things like that, if you're not convinced that that is a good choice, go read Millionaire Fastlane. It talks about 3 different types of people. So there's people on the sidewalk, which is people who don't have their shit together and they're just spending a bunch of money that they don't have. And they're like, oh, like future Tina problem, if that was me, right? Very bad. There's people on the slow lane where they're investing small amount of money. They're big amount, whatever. You're working a job and then you're just investing and you're trying to be very conservative. Then eventually you will become rich, but you become rich when you're like 65 years old and retired. And by that time, your bones hurt. So what's the point? Like you don't really get to enjoy your life very much. And then there is the fast lane, which is when you start building a business. Oh yeah. So for the slow lane, the concept that we talk about is the fact that even if you're trading your time for money, right? So even if you're working a job and you make like a lot of money, so unless you're like a very famous person, you're making like $1 million an hour, fine, go do that. For most people, you're making like $20 an hour, $30 an hour, however much it is that you can increase, like even $100 per hour, which is like ridiculously high already. You're limited by the fact there's 24 hours in a day, right? There's 24 hours in a day and you probably have to sleep and eat. So there's always like a cap that's there. But when you're on the fast lane and you're starting a business, there's this concept called leverage. First of all, you're splitting up your money and your time. So you're not trading your time for money at this point. For example, YouTube is an example that I have for this. Even if I don't make any videos, I still have money that's coming in right now because I've made videos in the past. Like I have a business. And you want to be able to disassociate your time with money so that you're able to make money even when you're not working. Does that make sense? This differentiation between the sidewalk, slow lane, and the fast lane. The reason why it's called the fast lane as well is because the ultimate goal is to make a lot of money fast, but it's not make a lot of money quick. So we're talking about like 10 years, start a business, and then have it. Business are always exponential, right? Grind it out for a little bit, and then it's going to keep going up, and you don't have a cap, so that you can retire when you're like, if you're 18, you can retire when you're 25. If you're 25, you can retire when you're 35. So you're able to actually spend the time that you have, and you can be making money while you're enjoying your life. So I want to see if anybody has any comments about this. I heard about that book in another YouTube video. Like, seriously, it's such a good book. Such a good book. Hustlers Academy 2.0. How do I know that the code I write is secure? What do you mean secure? Probably by doing testing, making sure it's secure. Our cybersecurity people, any advice? Walked out on another chat. Oh, I mean, does that mean you come this chat? If you did, thank you. Okay, I'm gonna read it. Yeah, please go read it. She teaches us about tech, AI, and stuff. It's a good summary. I'm going to read it too. Yes, please go read it. You can, the audiobook version is okay. Like, you can speed run it on audiobook, but he does have pictures and stuff, which are quite helpful. No point to be rich at old age, right? Like, my back already hurts right now. I don't know how I'm going to be able to enjoy a lot of things I want to do when I'm an elder Tina. Are you going to save the live? Yes, the live will be saved. It's in the audiobook section of Spotify. Yeah. I read it first on Spotify. What's it called? I listened to it first. I listened to an Audible though, and then I read the book after, and I actually bought a physical copy because I really think it changed my life. It really changed my life. That was one of the reasons why I started Lonely Octopus as well, because I have a content business with YouTube and stuff. But with Lonely Octopus, I wanted to be a business that really scales, and I wanted to be in a market like AI, which has a relatively high barrier of entry right now, and there's so much growth potential. So that's why Lonely Octopus, I think, hopefully, it's a good business to be able to do something like that. So honestly, Lonely Octopus, I'm still in the rather, like, I've gotten traction now, and I'm starting to like reap some of those rewards that come from that, but I think I'm still in the pretty beginning stages of Lonely Octopus. Someone said Hustlers Academy. Oh, is that like an actual thing? I thought that was just like a term. What is Hustlers Academy? Hustlers University, Hustlers Academy. I don't know what that means. Standing out in the gig economy is insanely difficult. It is, but getting a job is also insanely difficult, isn't it? I mean, I would rather go do something insanely difficult and reap the rewards of that, as opposed to go work really, really hard at a job, get fired potentially, and then I realize that I have absolutely nothing except for that job, right? You're not building anything in the long term. You're just giving everything. You're giving your soul and your time to a company that can fire you at any time. So everything is difficult. Nothing, if it's easy, then they're probably trying to scam you. Like there's literally, not probably. If they're like, oh, you can make money like super fast and do these things, and a Nigerian prince will give you money, that's a scam. Everything is fucking difficult in life. It just means, where are you going to spend your time and effort? And I think that I'd rather spend my time and effort on a business, building that up, and then being able to do the things I want to do. And I just want to say, with what I'm doing right now, and I'm really, really grateful for that, because my money is disassociated with my time, I'm able to make money. I can take time off if I need to. And like, it's not the life for everybody, and maybe I'll change when I get a little bit older. But at least for now, like, I love the fact that I can just go to Beihai, for example. I can travel to a lot of different places because I have an internet business. As long as I am able to have the internet, then I can survive. So it's not necessarily just like being miserable for a few years. You're also able to build that up if you have an internet business, if you can. And go like travel and have flexibility in your life and stuff. That was one of the hardest things for me when I was working like a normal job, a corporate job. It stresses me out a lot when I have to be there at a certain time, where like my boss is like, oh, like you have to be on call, like you have to be doing these things at a certain time. Like, I would just get super stressed. Like, even if I'm not actually doing anything, I'm just stressed about the potential of having to do something. And then I just feel like I can't enjoy my life because of that. Maybe it's not that bad for you, but it was such a big problem for me when I was doing that. Hustlers. Ah, okay. Andrew Tate. Yeah, no. I mean, it's not that it's not that I have taken Hustlers Academy University, but that does not sound like a great thing to be doing. Asia kicks in. My back already hurts. Yes, it's coming. Tina, you didn't have to call me out with back pain. Sebi, you're like 25. Why do you have back pain? Say the name. Oh yeah. Sorry, I'll type it out for you. Millionaire Fastlane. Go read that book. Do you do stiff-legged deadlifts? I found them to be very good for my back. I used to do them, but then I stopped going to the gym. Maybe I should go back to doing that. Anyways, yes. Okay. Oh shit, we're already over time. I'm thinking, is there anything else that I want to say? Okay, let's just say in summary, get your shit together, get your personal finances together. It's a hard economy, I understand. Go get a job if you don't have a job. Go make a safety fund, security, emergency fund, whatever. 3 to 6 months, 6 months, I think. Somebody was saying that you should do like 6 months to 12 months. Choose something over there. If you have any debt, go pay it off right now. Like all of these things, just go figure out your life first. And then you should be learning AI skills because it's not going to go away. Take advantage of that opportunity in whatever industry that you're in. Job postings are already asking for these things, and there's so much opportunity by learning how to use AI. Don't have to code, but at least like know how to use it. And then the next step for doing that is go and start freelancing, become an entrepreneur, just doing things on the side. If the term entrepreneur scares you, call it freelancing, call it side gigs, whatever you want to call it. Side gig to go to main gig. I personally don't like the word entrepreneur because it's stress. Like I have like this thing in my brain, like thinking about what entrepreneurship culture is like, but I guess I am an entrepreneur. Do that. That is when you can leverage the huge wave that we're riding right now. It's like a wave of a lifetime. Okay. Like we are very lucky to be able to ride this wave right now and seeing the beginning stages of the rise of AI. So go take advantage of that, start your business, and be able to leverage that and create a life for yourself. Not going to tell you what kind of life that you should have, but anybody that's saying that money doesn't help, I think for most problems in life, if you throw money at it, it's gonna be very helpful. You can probably solve it. It gives you freedom. It gives you all these things. So go do that now. Okay, last question I'm gonna ask everybody. If right now, what stage do you think you're at in terms of skills that you need to build? Do you think you need to be getting your shit together right now? Do you think you should be learning AI skills and then leveling up and keeping up? Or do you think you're ready to go start your side gigs, your entrepreneur adventures, your startup, your side hustles? 1, 2, 3. Where do you think you are right now? Tina's rival. What? Why is my rival Zuck's wife? If you stayed at Meta, would you have good learning opportunities with working in that environment? I mean, I think I would have gotten laid off. Maybe. I think that's what I'd be freaking out about right now. I still have a lot of friends at Meta, and like a lot of them are just it's like such a stressful thing. You're like a sitting duck, right? It must be very, very stressful to just be trying to figure out if you're gonna get fired or not. Like and people aren't really being as productive right now because like what if I get fired? What's the point? You know? Yeah, I mean I could have gotten laid off if I stayed at Meta. I think in my opinion, because I stayed at Meta for 2 years, people can disagree with me in terms of how long I should have stayed. I think I learned a lot and I absolutely don't regret the things that I learned at Meta. But 2 years for me was enough to understand what my future would look like if I stayed at Meta. I could have seen, is the right term like the writing on the wall or like whatever it's called. I knew what my life would be like and I felt like I learned enough, and everything I learned if I stayed for longer would be diminishing returns. So yeah. Did I ever see Zuck without his human suit on? Not that I believe so. I want to start my own business, but I spent years planning. I could never be one of those people who started a business when they're young. Then start it now. If you're not going to start it now, then you will be taking like, I can't talk, but it's fine. Like start it now. You're going to get old anyway, unfortunately. Reality check, you're going to get old anyway. So might as well get old and have something, I think there are some people who take a really, really long time to start their business, but there's also people who just jump into things, neither of which are good choices, which is why I'm telling you to be responsible and have a job, have that security, and then start your business if you can. But if you spend a really long time planning it, it's also an issue, I think. Not attacking you, my friend, crypto CS guy, but I think it can be an issue. If you're gonna go start something, I really think it's the time for starting it is now. We're in the beginning stages of AI. There's so much out there. It's crazy. Like just the number of people that have been reaching out to me saying, Tina, can you do these things for us? Can you consult? I'm just like, holy shit. Like before I would be like, can you please give me the consultings? And now it's like, Tina, can you do consulting for me? I'm like, shit. This is a fucking opportunity. Hasn't happened yet, so fingers crossed on this one. But Google invited me to be on their AI podcast. I'm like, holy shit. Like, yes. Also, if you're going to be learning AI skills, I also really recommend that you start posting about it on the internet so that other people can see that you're in this field and they'll start reaching out to you if you're posting things that are relevant towards them. Like posting things on the internet is one of the best decisions I ever made in my life. Now I don't have to go beg people for opportunities and try to compete in the market. I am really just like taking on opportunities because people know me and they hopefully trust me and they think I have a good skill set. So really great idea. Okay, so let me just see. Last question that I asked. What is it that you should be doing right now? Okay. 2, okay, learning AI skills. 1, okay, gotta get your shit together. Probably 2, maybe a little 1, okay, get your shit together a little bit more. 2, okay. 1, Paul. 3, nice. Intensive core. 2, AI ideas for health and wellness. Oh my god, there's so many ideas for health and wellness. You can, okay, so a few ways of tackling it. If you're going to B2C or B2B, right? Personalized healthcare and wellness, it's such a big thing right now. So either you can be building that up through your own brand, or you can be approaching different gyms and like different healthcare places, other businesses, and being like, hey, I can give you personalized healthcare. Like I can help you figure that out. I'm able to take whatever information that your clients have and I'm able to transform that into actionable plans. Everybody likes personalized stuff. Everybody likes personalized stuff. Be able to do something like that. Be able to say, I can have certain data where you can like do if you're more technical, you can go do your analysis, use large language models, go do your analysis and be able to recommend people based upon what they have. You can make that as an own app. You can make that for B2B side. I personally, I'm gonna be honest with you, I have a B2C business, but I personally would say if you can do B2B, I would recommend B2B. It's a lot easier to make money through B2B than B2C. Lowly Octopus is great, but the amount of people going like, Tina, what about this? What about like you're too expensive? Like I understand that I'm expensive because I'm giving you a lot of value. I'm giving you I'm giving you an internship in AI. Yeah, I'm expensive. I understand that. But if you're able to afford it, then you're going to be able to learn AI skills and you're getting an internship and you're getting reference letters and you're getting referrals and you're getting a certificate in AI. So having that conversation over and over again, I understand it's necessary, but it is annoying, no offense. But B2B is kind of like if you land a client, they're happy, right? And then they'll be paying you for a specific amount, maybe on a retainer or something like that. And then you have that landed client. It's a lot more money than having to go get a new customer. Yeah, anyways, my 2 cents. 2. Okay, a lot of people are at a 2, so really, really glad to hear that. At a 1 right now, that's okay. At least in university, it's so hard to find a normal job. Not to talk of an internship in Canada. I need to get my shit together. Yeah, like people always want to hire people that have experience, right? That's why I'm saying like, if you have an internship, especially about fucking AI on your resume, you have a referrals. I can give you, if you're good at your job, you can get referrals, you can get reference letters. That's what people look for when they're trying to hire someone in that position to lower their risk. The learning never ends. Can't put a number on it. Well, if you're learning things and you're not like about to go broke, so I would put that as a 2. Do you like Meta's growth strategy with the metaverse chip design? Okay, I'm not going to go into this one. Okay, maybe another live stream topic. I have a lot of thoughts on this. I also have many arms, so they're able to reach out to many, many different people. So a lot of Lonely Octopus is about having a community, networking with people that are going through similar paths as you, as well as networking people who are ahead of you. So that's why you have many arms to make many friends. Well, that's the beauty of a business, getting annoyed by potential clients. It's a necessary evil. Tina, you're going to start Lonely Octopus back out as part of your second cohort. Wait. Who are you? Who are you? Tell me who you are. Undervalued, honestly. Hey, Matt. Thank you. That was also part of the cohort. Who? Can you tell me who you are? Lee1190. My resume does not look good. Then fix it, my friend. Tough love on that one. All right. Well, that is the end of today's live stream. I hope that was helpful for all of you. At least, tough love, reality check of where you should be doing right now. Should we check back in 6 months, report back? Not even 6 months. Check back in a month. Have you managed to make progress in what you should be doing? Who are you? Oh, you're Lance. Okay. Lance. Like, who is this person? Okay. Have a great rest of your day, my friends, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.